When we're thinking about angles in our triangles, there's only one example where the triangle has its angles set, and that's the equilateral triangle. In every equilateral triangle, every angle is going to be 60 degrees. Take this scalene triangle, for example. This is an obtuse angle, which is 120 degrees here. Over here on the isosceles triangle, there are 3 acute angles. But are there any examples where we can have an obtuse angle in an isosceles triangle? Well, yes, there is. Take this example above here. Here we have 2 sides that are equal in length, but have created an obtuse angle. It's very wide. Now the bottom line here is going to be very long. Let's see if I can join that up. Oh, I'm going to have to make it not so straight. Like that. And now we have an isosceles triangle where 2 sides are the same, and we indicate that with our lines. But we have an obtuse angle. That's a very wide angle, so I might even say that's 130 degrees, leaving 50 degrees left. And because it's isosceles, these 2 angles are the same, 25 and 25, thus totaling 180 degrees. So here we have an isosceles triangle and an isosceles triangle. In this example, all the angles are acute. In this example, one angle is obtuse. We can also have a scalene triangle where all the angles are acute as well. Another thing to think about is right angles. We can create right-angled triangles. Now, right-angled triangles also add up to 180. We know, however, that this angle here is 90 degrees because it's a right angle. So is this triangle here scalene or isosceles? Well, we can clearly see that this line is different to this line, which is different to this line. So that would make this scalene. But there are examples where we can have an isosceles triangle using a right angle. And all we need to do is make sure that the right angle contains the same length sides to create the right angle. Like that. And you'll see that this long side just kind of makes it, whilst this short side does not, thus guaranteeing that it's not the same length as the others. Let's draw that there. So this is a right angle, but these 2 are exactly the same length. So if that's 90 degrees, and we have to get to 180, which is half of 90 is 45, and that's 45 degrees there. Remember, in isosceles triangles, 2 angles are the same. So here we have an example of a scalene triangle and an isosceles triangle, both having right angles. You cannot have an equilateral triangle with a right angle because the angles are set.